Hello Scorpio, welcome to the Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. My name is Laura, and this is going to be a mid-July general reading for your sign. This is for my Scorpio suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. I am going in order of likes over on Patreon. So last month I looked at the total number of likes for each sign, and I'm going in order of most likes to fewest likes. So if you're wondering when your sign is going to be up or why haven't you seen your sign yet, that may be the reason. I am working as fast as I can. I also have private readings to do. And I'm coming back from being away for a week, so it's taking me a little while to get up to speed. But thank you for your patience, and I look forward to getting on with your reading. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Scorpio? This is for my Scorpio suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. This is a general reading and will not resonate with everyone. As a reminder, for the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I always recommend coming and getting a private reading. This reading will cover the energies of the past, present, and future for the sign of Scorpio. The present being the moment that you view this reading. Spirit, what can Scorpio expect with regards to their middle of July reading? What is going on with Scorpio? Please show me the messages and energies. Okay, the Eight of Swords popped out. That's a message. I'm going to put it back in the center of the deck and shuffle. If it comes out in your reading, it will have extra importance. But I don't like to make any predictions about that. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Scorpio? This is for my Scorpio suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. Scorpio, what are the messages for Scorpio, Spirit? What do Scorpios need to know regarding their mid-July general reading, covering the past, present, and future? That I want to shuffle. Sometimes the cards don't want to shuffle. There's a mix. Spirit saying a few more shuffles here. What are the energies and messages for Scorpio? Okay. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Starting off in your past, we have the Knight of Cups, clarified by strength, the Five of Cups, the Two of Wands reversed, the Sun in reverse. In your present situation, you have the Queen of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Wands reversed. Coming up in your future position, you have the Six of Swords, Justice in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, with the Hangman in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, and your outcome for July is the Knight of Wands reverse, clarified by the Hermit in reverse. Okay, Scorpio, if you'd like to, those of you on YouTube, if you'd like to view the rest of this reading, I invite you to join me over on Patreon. There, for $1 pledge, you get all 12 of my general monthly readings as I put them out, and the love forecast ad-free. Pledges are like subscriptions. You can cancel them at any time. And of course, at different reward levels, different pledge levels, there are different things that I offer, such as access to different social media. And you may also check out some of the cool projects that I'm working on. I hope to see you over there. This is a preview. I put a preview out on YouTube so you can see what a general reading looks like by me. Otherwise, you may not have any clue as to the fact that I do general readings. I used to offer them on my YouTube channel. But as I'm doing tarot full-time right now, it is a lot of work to maintain doing 24 readings a month. So I also have other things that I want to do with tarot. So this does help to support me and my livelihood. So I thank you for your generous love and support already. And I know there's no obligation for you to go over there and pledge but I would love to see you, and I really do appreciate everything you've done so far for me, for my channel, and I hope to see you over there. Thanks for watching. Okay, Scorpio, let's talk about your reading. In the past, we have the Knight of Cups upright with strength. The Five of Cups upright. The Two of Wands reversed. The Sun in reverse. So I see a situation here. To me, the Knight of Cups represents you, the lover, coming in with strength, which means courage, control, mastery of one's emotions, balance, courage, good self-esteem. You're looking strong at the beginning of July, or you were looking very strong. You may have been offering your cup to someone. Now remember, knights are not kings, so you may have been in an amorous mood, but maybe your affections weren't very serious. Maybe you were just interested in someone. It could be that you were just full of love and following your heart. In any event, the Knight of Cups does to me represent the lover, or someone who is pursuing love as a goal in this lifetime. Next thing I see is the Five of Cups. So this to me talks about regrets, dwelling on the past, crying over spilt milk, depression, loss, grieving the loss of someone. It is talking about emotions. The Three Cups are spilled, but yet Two Cups stand and remain. Your back is towards the Two Cups that still remain. So it seems that if you were offering your cup to someone, perhaps that love was rejected, or you felt like you had some regrets about the past. It could be that you turned your back onto people, or the Two of Cups, like a significant partnership, and you were dwelling on the Three Cups that are being spilled, which could represent something that had disrupted your emotions and made you feel sad. So the next thing I see is the Two of Wands reversed. You may have been feeling like you had no options, or you're not seeing a bright future ahead of you. Perhaps two of your options, I'm seeing the Two Cups here and the Two Wands here. Perhaps two of those options went away, like they you no longer felt like you had a choice, or that you don't have choices. Here he's deciding on a path. Here he doesn't feel like he has options or has a path to go towards. So it quickly turned into some kind of depression. I feel like you were either feeling burned out, or like a wallflower, or you were really depressed about something. And it has to do with your seeing a potential. Something had come, something, perhaps something reminded you of the past, or you're still dealing with grieving over the loss of something or someone. But I do see a little depression here, and you feeling a little bit of a lack of faith in being able to move forward, you know, and to see your path clearly. Going into the present, I have the Queen of Swords upright with the Wheel of Fortune. The Seven of Wands. The Three of Cups reversed. The Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, Scorpio, so here, for some of you, I'm seeing a situation that quickly turned into something very different. I feel like there's a lot of optimism around you last week or at the beginning of July, but it seems like it had gone sour very quickly. Now, in your present, I'm seeing a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius female. This could be someone that has Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their rising or moon sign as well, so keep that in mind. She is looking off the screen here. Notice her gaze extends off the screen or off the tarot spread with her back towards the present. So she, this is someone who's very independent, someone who can be harsh with their words, but is a good communicator overall. She's very fair. She wants to do the right thing. She's concerned with justice. This can sometimes represent a female judge or someone who has is judgmental. And I'm thinking of the word judgmental. She is of the mental, so she uses her thoughts to cut through BS. Her sword is raised, so she's staring off into the off screen. So she's staring, in my ability or in my point of view, into the past. And the wheel of fortune or fate turns in her favor. This says that things are going forward on this queen's path. This queen is on her destiny. Fate has blessed her. All good things come to her. Hope, expansion, luck on her side. So a turn of fate for this queen. Now remember, I might express that a queen is a female or feminine receptive energy, but this can also represent a man with more effeminate energy, or a man that has more feminine energy. You know, so we talk about feminine energy, it's like yin and yang. All of us are comprised of like yin and yang, and so this is more yin energy, but it can represent a male or female. I'm not going to be gender specific here because I do speak to so many people when I do these readings. Yeah, so I feel like the Knight of Cups could be your energy, Scorpio, and the Queen of Swords could be another person here in your present. And the other thing I want to say is that the Queen of Swords is emotionally detached. She is not an emotional queen. She's more logical, and she'll do things that apply to her logic, that appeal to her logic. She can be witty, curious, and be good at banter. So, but not an emotional queen. Someone who's intellectual, is interested in the intellect, interested in the mind, interested in words, reason, detached. She would be a good decision maker as well. She faces away from the Seven of Wands, which talks about perseverance, struggle, challenge, obstacles, battling, trying to stand, you know, someone who is standing up, trying to stand up for their voice, trying to defend. This could be a fire sign as well. We have the wands coming into play. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. It seems like she has her back to this person who is struggling. Maybe feels like they have to defend themselves a lot, or try and stand their ground. It's a harsh environment. The next thing I see is the Three of Cups reversed. This talks about trouble with a group of friends. It could be an unhappy celebration, like a party or baby shower or any kind of get-together. It means that your friends aren't supportive, or a group of friends are not getting along. It can talk about jealousy, backstabbing, people that talk behind your back, an unhappy love triangle, struggling to maintain friendships or loneliness in friendships, disagreements among friends, or a friendship that's gone sour. there's this distinct feeling of, you know, here are the 3 cups, and cups do represent emotions. And we talk about whether the cups are upright or upside down. When they're upside down, it can be that these 3 people, this emotional bond is not there at this time. I see the 3 cups spilled here as well, which echoes the same sort of sentiment that something happened, perhaps in a group of friends, or perhaps there's been something in that happened in the past that is still affecting your support system, your social circle. That's the other thing I want to mention, is this can represent your social circle or the people that you associate with. And I see with the 10 of Wands reversed that someone is hiding their face. It could be that they are weighed down by burdens, duties, and responsibilities and no longer wish to carry on. It could be that all of this is just too much and you need a rest, or someone around you, like I said, a fire sign, is becoming overburdened, burned out by the duties and responsibilities that they have to carry through. And they just are going to put down these wands and they're not going to move forward. And it would start over with the Ace of Wands. Or that's what you would hope for after the 10 of Wands. Something is ending. Someone doesn't wish to move forward anymore. Someone is done moving as well. This can mean the completion of a successful move or the completion of a successful journey. The other thing that I want to say is connected in the future. Why I think that this could be someone who's just moved their belongings is because we have the 6 of Swords, which means that this person is moving on. I feel like it's connected to the Queen of Swords here. This is a transition or a period of healing. Leaving a place of psychological distress behind and moving forward to calmer waters. It's a metaphor for healing. It's a metaphor for moving forward. It can also mean travel over a body of water or just travel in general. This does talk about a transition though. So in your future, I do see this transition happening. Things would likely be more calm and steady. I do see moving away from psychological distress here. We have Justice in reverse. We may be dealing with a Libra here. Whenever I see the Justice card come up with the Queen of Swords, you may be dealing with someone that has a Libra in their chart. Libra moon, Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising. Some injustice. It could be that there's a divorce that you're dealing with or legal separation. And this is where things are going. It's moving towards a legal separation or divorce. It could be that the scales are not balanced. Someone may feel like this Libra may be wanting to take revenge on you or feel like they have it's been unfair. If this is a major arcana coming up in your reading though, so I still feel like there's some bad karma here. The karma comes from the Queen of Swords in your present situation, but something has been unresolved. It has to do with a group of friends here. It could be that there was a betrayal or a gossip in a group of friends, and now it's coming back to bite you in the butt. Again, with the law, you have to be careful because this can mean that you're going to receive a contract that's been negligently put together. Be careful what you sign in terms of contracts and agreements, because this is telling me that the law is not on your side. There's some bad karma in the air here. This is towards the end of July. Yeah, and attached to this is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus man. He's very greedy. This could be a lawyer working on the client's behalf. And he's been thinking a lot about this injustice. Okay? He's been thinking a lot about that. This person is only after money. They may not really care about your feelings, or they may work too much. This is someone that works a lot, but is very concerned with the material world, very concerned with money. They may be interested in bleeding you dry in terms of a settlement. I don't like this person. I mean, I don't think this person is good. Next to Justice Reverse, there's some bad karma here. It could be that for some of you Scorpios, you're in court and the judge does not favor your side of the agreement, and possibly this person wants to get revenge, and he's thinking about ways to do that. I do see a payout here with the Six of Pentacles. At the end of the day, Scorpio, I see an exchange. Perhaps this agreement has to happen outside of the court or outside of the law. It may be that there's someone that owes you, and whether or not it's settled in court or not, you would end up getting or receiving. I do feel like, because here it's the beggars need the money and the person here is able to give them the money. So I really feel like at the end of the day, you know, you're very generous, Scorpio. You're able to work this out anyway. But be careful of how much you give of yourself to others. Make sure these people are deserving of your time and affection, your attention. This does result in some kind of payout, though. Someone giving someone else money, charity. You know, this can equate to not just money, but affection, time, energy, that kind of thing. Someone who's very giving. Your outcome for the month of July is the Knight of Wands reversed with the Hermit reversed. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. When they're reversed, with the Hermit reversed, I'm getting someone who's behaving, either they're listening to the wrong advice, or they're very antisocial. They may have passionate feelings for you, but they're not going to, they're not anywhere near coming out of the woodwork here. This person is on their head, so they're being very foolish about it. I really see that, yeah, this fire sign has withdrawn a lot, either from you or from the world. And their natural exuberance, their natural fiery, passionate nature is no longer turned towards you. It's turned away. I'm going to draw an oracle message. Spirit, please show me Message that will help guide Scorpio on their highest spiritual path forward. What does Scorpio need to know? Please help guide them on their highest spiritual path forward. A few more shuffles here. Okay, so the card that I pulled for you is the Eagle King. And he, the keywords for this oracle message are the big picture, angelic help. I'm going to read a short passage from the guidebook here. And my advice to you is just to take what resonates, what messages pop out to you, and leave what does not resonate. The Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going. Yeah, I see that. The Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up toward the sun and releases them to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. Now, in the challenger position, of course, I don't read reversals. I'm not reading reversals right now, but there's an alternative message here. It says, the Eagle King challenges you to see a higher purpose to events. Not everything is meant to come to pass according to your specifications. If you can't see the forest for the trees, stand back for a while and let the Eagle King fly high on your behalf. Perhaps it's time to speak to someone who has objectivity and an ability to see the bigger picture where you don't. Just remember that even when things don't go the way you expect, there's always a reason for the detour. So really this talks about perspective here and how you choose to gain that perspective, how you choose to ask for help when you're in need. And also there's an overall message of relinquishing control, okay? And just letting the divine guide you here. So I hope you enjoyed this message. It is meant to help. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you like this reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That ensures that I get your reading out the first, among the first that I do next month over on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought, if you resonated, if you didn't resonate, if you have questions, that kind of thing. I'll see you back for the love forecast in August. So take care. Many blessings.